location at the 4-H Fair. Thank you for joining us this week for Sports Central. I'm sure you all know this is Fair Week, so make sure you come on down and enjoy all the great food and fun here at the Warwick County 4-H Fair. Tonight actually is the mud volleyball contest, which is always a lot of fun, so make sure you come by and check it out. And while you're here, make sure you stop by our Boonville Standard tent, and you can register to win a free 24-inch TV, which we all love TV, so make sure you stop by our tent right here and centrally located at the fair to register to win. So we'll get right to it this week, and I'm going to dedicate this first segment to the Boonville football defensive coordinator, Dirk Connor. When I was at 7 on 7 on Thursday, I heard him mumbling about being on YouTube, so here you go, Coach Connor. The Boonville football team participated in a 7 on 7 contest at Princeton on Saturday. They started off by winning their first 3 pool games, so they clinched the #1 seed in their bracket, but they were upset by Pike Central in the second round of the tournament, so a disappointing end to a promising start to the day. Spencer Woosley on defense stood out for the Pioneers with several interceptions and several knockdown passes, and on offense, Mitchell Bain, Austin Moore, and Tyler Madden made a lot of plays at the receiver position. And man, before I move on to this next segment, it's pretty hot out here today at the fair, so I'm going to enjoy a delicious fruit punch made by Grandpa Durr's Orange Fruit Punch Concentrate. Oh man, I am ready to go. The American Legion baseball sectionals get underway starting tomorrow. The Newburgh Capperman Post 44 baseball team is at Harrison, and your Boonville American Legion Post 200 team is at Boonville. They're actually the host of their sectional. Newburgh plays Mount Vernon at 8 o'clock tomorrow after the Eugene Pate and Funkhauser game at 5:30. If Newburgh wins, they'll play the winner of that Pate-Funk game at 8 on Friday. And if they lose, they'll play the loser of Pate and Funk at 5:30 on Friday at Harrison. And Boonville, they take on Rockport on Thursday. And the start time of that game is to be determined. It will begin immediately following the Jasper and Princeton game at 4. So if it was up to me, I'd probably show up around the field for that Boonville game around 7 o'clock. And if Boonville wins, they'll face the winner of Jasper and Princeton on Friday. And if they lose, they'll face the loser of Jasper and Princeton also on Friday. So those are double elimination tournaments, so you have to lose twice before you get eliminated. Newburgh is probably considered the favorite of their tournament. They are 31-6 on the year. More importantly, they are 6-0 against teams in their sectional. They've beat all 3 teams twice, and Pate is really only the team to give them any sort of game. They beat Pate 14-12 and 3-2 earlier this year. But the top 2 teams in each sectional move on, so Newburgh's got a pretty solid shot of advancing to the regional. And in Boonville's sectional, they are definitely not the favorite. They are probably at the bottom of that sectional. They are 1-5 against teams in their sectional. Rockport's beat them twice, and Princeton's beat them twice, whereas they've split with Jasper. So, Boonville's definitely the underdog, but baseball's a goofy sport, so we'll see what happens there. And that wraps up this episode of Sports Central here at the 4-H Fair. Make sure you stop by the rest of this week and enjoy the wonderful things that the fair has to offer. Thanks a lot.